for digital front-ends. And I'm glad to be able to introduce you to a new application that we're going to release, that we're releasing today, or announcing today, that will be shown at the Label Expo at the Xeikon booth on Label Expo. It's a VariLane application. And as Philip already explained, the reason why most label printers are facing digital is driven by their customers' requirements, their customer demanding for greater flexibility, reduced stocks, and a growing number of different flavors of product, a growing number of SKUs, all resulting in a growing number of smaller jobs. And all these smaller jobs, this growing number of jobs, has to be handled by the front end. So it's important that customers have the right front end, the right technology to be able to run these jobs in a flexible way. So it's going to be a challenge for printers to optimize the production for this job, and Xeikon offers the tools. Having our own front-end technology, which ultimately fits our Xeikon print technology, Xeikon offers the tools to offer our customers the most flexible workflow, offers the tools to help our customers organizing their jobs through their production. And we released the X800 in 2004, and at that time we had a unique feature, and we still have this unique feature available, a unique feature which was called post-rip imposition. Post-rip imposition, based on the unique X800 front-end technology, post-rip imposition allows our customers to rip the label once and to repeat it, to step and repeat it on the printing press while printing. Using this technology, we took it a step further in 2008, not only allowing our customers to use the standard available step and repeat and cut and stack imposition templates, but also allowing them to create what we call the exotic imposition schemes. And I will give you an example of it later during the presentation. So Impactor helped our customer generating pretty complex imposition templates. 2 years later, with the new software release that we gave to all our customers in 2010, we enabled a new feature, new functionality, which was called the Job Optimizer, to further optimize, to further enhance their workflow, the production of their jobs. And today, we release VariLane, which is the next step in optimizing workflows, in creating new tools for our customers. Let me explain you the story, just as a little bit of background, how our customers work today. This is a customer, one of our printers, and he has a customer which is a fruit juice company, and today they have an order for one flavor of healthy kiwi fruit juice, and they place an order of 3,000 labels. That's pretty straightforward for our printer, for the customer. These labels can be easily stepped and repeat, every front end, nothing spectacular, every front end will be able to handle this. What is special for the X800, and he's doing that already from the beginning, is that the X800 will rip the label once and repeat it while printing. So already saves him time during pre-press, during the generation of the bitmaps. We can do a little bit more. We can optimize the scheme, also optimizing it for finishing, converting. So traditionally, this customer 3,000 labels, maybe the fruit juice company requires to have these labels on one row instead of 3 separate rows. So we're going to already optimize the scheme by rotating 2 lanes with 180 degrees. That's what we have already available for a long time. That's what our customers today are using. Next day, the fruit juice company orders 3 different flavors, 3 different SKUs, with, luckily for our customer, luckily for our printer, with same amount of number of copies, same amount of quantities. Well, with a very simple cut and stack, based on the same technology, we can easily cut and stack the different flavors, the different SKUs into different lanes. That's easy to produce, that's easy to finish for our printer. But then the juice company did some market research, and they decided that they need to bring a new flavor to the market. So they have a new version, new quantities to be printed, and now it becomes a little bit more complex for a printer, but the software, the front end, the workflow offers the right tools. Using our technology, we can easily select the right imposition scheme. It's just an empty template that you choose, that our customers choose, and we automatically will divide the different flavors in the right number of quantities on the web. Makes it easy for a printer to finish it, and we're going to make it a little bit easier for our printer, for our customers, because in the workflow, automatically, we can add what we call start-stop labels, header, footers, in front of or at the end of the job, we can add start-stop labels, and customers can define the content of these start-stop labels by themselves. So traditionally, they're going to add the flavor name on top of the start-stop label. They're going to add the number of copies, the delivery address. Maybe they will add a barcode on top of the labels to make it easier. For printing, the operator immediately sees where the job starts, where the job stops. To make it easier in converting, the operator of the converting unit immediately sees a new job, immediately detects a new row to be finished. And also makes it easier in the warehouse because every row, every finished row of labels contains a label with the content of this row in the warehouse. Using this technology, we can also easily add synchronization labels to set up, to help our customers, to help the operators in setting up their finishing equipment. So this is what our printers are doing today. And I'm sorry to go a little bit backwards now, because I'm going to tell the same story, but in a schematic way. And this just helps me building the point to where we're going to come, building the point for the explanation of VariLane application. So this was the post-repeat position functionality, basic step and repeat functions, available on the front end after repeat, post-repeat. Same functionality, but now with cut and stack, different flavors, different SKUs positioned on the web. And the next step was the job optimizer, where we're going to combine different jobs in an optimal way on the web, dividing different jobs over the different available lanes. In 2008, we released the Impactor, and Impactor was this application that I mentioned to build complex, the so-called exotic imposition schemes. And with an Impactor, customers could already create templates where they're going to combine not only different SKUs, different flavors of a label, but really different die cuts of a label on the web in different lanes. But still, Impactor it's a virtual page-based imposition tool, like every imposition tool available. So still, we had to divide the job into pages. So we had to optimize the web and to foresee a little bit of white space in between the individual lanes to optimize the web for this kind of imposition schemes. That's Impactor, so that's available from 2008 on, and that's the user interface of Impactor. So as you can see, customers could really create the most complex imposition schemes. Whatever they could invent, it was available within Impactor. They could create it with Impactor. And even if this all sounds already spectacular, we're going to take it a step further now with the release of VariLane. And VariLane, it's really a unique solution. Unique for full rotary printing, unique for full rotary printing with variable repeat lengths. Because that's what VariLane is going to do. Today we're not going to work with individual sheets anymore, but we're going to divide the complete jobs or all the jobs for a certain production. We're going to drop all the jobs within the VariLane application, and the VariLane application will create an imposition scheme with different job lengths, different repeats, different labels, different types for labels. So that's what VariLane is doing. It's going to optimize the complete production independent from job size, from label size. It is a plugin for X800, so it's also based on this unique X800 technology, on this unique X800 post-repeat imposition technology, where we're going to make use of the technology also to rip the labels once and just to repeat them while printing. So ripping of such a job doesn't consume a lot of time. And of course it's an optimized positioning. We're going to divide the available web space over the different jobs. How it works, what it does, VariLane is going to combine all your jobs, as I mentioned, depending on the width of the label, depending on the height of the label, and depending on the job length. So it's going to create individual jobs, and it's going to combine all these jobs on the available web width. So we've done multiple exercises actually, based on production that we got from customers, jobs that we got from customers, complete production schemes that we got, and we dropped all these productions into the VariLane application. And easily we could measure how much meters of material need to be produced to combine all these labels in a job. And we've done the same thing with the existing imposition functionalities, and we've made a comparison between two job flows. So of course, the output is based on the used engine, depending on the medium width that we use. We will get a different output from the VariLane application, depending on the substrate, because of course labels can only be combined on the same substrate, and depending on the number of different SKUs, different references of the labels. So depending on these parameters, we've done multiple exercises, and the result was, depending on these parameters, we got different savings, but we got savings of up to 30% in substrate and time to produce this job using the VariLane application. This is how the application looks like. So it's concerning user interface, it's a very straightforward application. Customers can easily drop in their jobs within the application. The application, of course, itself will look to the size of the individual labels, so it will detect the size of the labels. Customers can embed or enter a number of copies, and the application will generate an imposition scheme based on this input. So he's going to combine all these jobs and make different lanes, position these lanes on the web, resulting in output like this. So this is how it will be printed, and I do have some samples available here. If you don't believe that this can be printed, here's the proof. So one web containing individual lanes, individual jobs, individual flavors, but even individual die cuts. And that's pretty revolutionary. That's pretty unique for full rotary printing.
Challenge you to find a repeat.
So indeed the repeat, there is no repeat anymore. At least perhaps there is a repeat, but it can be after 100 meters, after 200 meters. Nobody knows. Somewhere there is a repeat, but the repeat can be a very long way from the start.